In this video, we will be practicing using the cake method for 3 or more numbers. So most of the examples we've done so far have had 2 numbers. Now we're going to be looking at examples that use 3 or 4. And then we're also going to be getting a little bit extra practice working with word problems because those are tough. So instead of vocabulary, we're going to write down those notes about how to identify when something is going to use the greatest common factor or the least common multiple. So for greatest common factor, remember that's all about making sets or groups out of something, how many times something can fit in. That should say in, not it. And then in general, it's just kind of actions that are based on division. So as you're thinking about it, if it's about dividing something up, that's looking for a greatest common factor. Least common multiple usually has something to do with repeating. How many of something are you going to need? When you think about it, it should feel like you're trying to multiply something. How many times are you going to need to multiply something? Okay, so this video is going to have 2 examples and then the practice problem. So both of the examples are going to be word problems. So start by copying it down. Mr. Chauncey, Mr. McMahon, and Mrs. Sherman are swimming laps together. This is a true story. Not that we went lap swimming, but we all realized that we used to be swimmers on swim team. Mr. Chauncey flips at the wall every 20 seconds. So that means that he swims the length of the pool in 20 seconds, and then he does a flip turn, and then he swims back, takes him 20 seconds, and then he flips, and so on. Miss McMahon, she's a little bit slower. She flips every 25 seconds, and Miss Sherman flips every 30 seconds. And if we all started at the same time, we're each in our own lane, when are we all going to flip together again? So when are we all going to be lined up at the same wall at the same time? So after we solve this, we're going to write down our answer in a number sentence, just like it was in that quiz that we did. So we're going to flip again after how many seconds, how many times Mr. Chauncey have flipped, Miss McMahon have flipped, and Miss Sherman have flipped. So let's go ahead and do it. If you think you know how already, please pause and do it. If not, I'll walk you through it. So the first thing you need to do is decide, is this a least common multiple problem or a greatest common factor? So this is one that is talking about something repeating into the future, right? We're just swimming laps forever, and then when is this going to happen again? So that's one that is talking about multiplication, something going up higher and higher and higher, which means that we're looking at the least common multiple. So now we need to set up a cake. So our cake is now going to have 3 numbers in it because there's 3 people swimming together. 20, 25, and 30. But other than that, it works the exact same way. So we're looking at 20, 25, and 30. What number do we know goes into all 3? We like 2s, but 2 doesn't go into 25. But 5 goes into all of them. So we put a 5 on the outside, and then we divide. So 20 divided by 5 gives us 4. 25 divided by 5 gives us 5. And 30 divided by 5 gives us 6. Now I look at my numbers down below, the 4, 5, and 6. Do any of them have a common factor? No. So since we're looking for the least common multiple, that means we're going to multiply these 4 numbers together. So this is where we multiply the full L alongside. And that gives us 600. So it'll take 600 seconds for us all to flip together again. Of course, we should probably say that that's 10 minutes. That makes a lot more sense, but we set it in seconds, so we'll leave it in seconds. So then for the second part, I need to figure out how many times each person will have flipped. So if it took 600 seconds total, and Mr. Chauncey flips every 20 seconds, then I do 600 divided by 20. That gives me 30 times. Miss McMahon would have gone 24 times. And I will have flipped 20 times. All right, let's try another example. Okay, so now Miss Wheeler is making treat bags for Halloween. She has 30 pencils, 20 spider rings, 10 Twix bars and 50 Starbursts. What is the greatest number of identical bags she can make? So pause for a moment and think, which type of problem is this? Is this an LCM or a GCF? So since this problem is talking about taking a big number of things and breaking them up into groups in the form of bags, this is a GCF problem. But we start out the same either way. We're going to make a cake. And now we have 4 numbers to go on our cake. And we're looking for a common multiple of all 4 of them. So what I see is 10. And 30 divided by 10 gives us 3. 20 divided by 10 gives us 2. 10 divided by 10 gives us 1. And 50 divided by 10 gives us 5. I look for any other common multiples, but I don't see them. Since this problem is asking me for GCF, that means that all I need is this first number, because that's the side we use for GCF. So she can make 10 bags. And it's a little easier to find the follow-up on this one, because each bag is going to have 3 pencils, 2 spider rings, 1 Twix, and 5 Starbursts. Whenever you're working on a problem like this, or any problem really, you should always pause before you move on and ask yourself, does this make sense? Does my answer seem reasonable? Can I kind of work it back and make sure that it's right? So if we have 10 bags and each bag has 3 pencils, that would be 30 pencils total. That matches with what we have. If we have 10 bags and each bag has 2 spiders, that would be 20 spider rings. It looks like this is making sense. I feel confident to move on. Okay, so now we're at the practice problem. So Mr. Ryan's woodwind section. Woodwinds are the instruments that you play using air that are also like traditionally made out of wood. So not trumpets, not the brass instruments. So the woodwind section has 20 flutes, 200 clarinets, and 15 saxophones. How many practice groups can he make if he wants each group to be the same? So that doesn't mean that there's the same number of clarinets as saxophones in one particular group. What it does mean is that each group is the same as each other. So go ahead and decide, is this an LCM or GCF problem? Solve it, and then write down your answer using the sentence frame below.